will AJ Lee return? And the answer is yes. The answer is yes. He is going to return. And I do have the information right here. And also, it has been stated. Now, while speaking to Wrestler Observer Live, Brian Alvarez, a F4 Wrestler Online, stated the following, quote, "We can confirm that it is a mixed tag, CM Punk and AJ Lee against Becky Lynch and Seth Rollins, and it will be on WrestlePalooza." Now, they are loading this show up to try to destroy AEW All Out, and we will see if they can do it. Now, furthermore, Sean Ross Sapp of Fightful.com noted the following, to quote, "WWE sources have indicated that AJ Lee is set to return to the ring, as reiterated on Wrestler Observer Live. WWE sources also tell Fightful Select that most in the company consider it a foregone conclusion that she will be announced or be at this Friday's SmackDown." So, that is the news. That is the news. So, what do I think about AJ Lee's return to the ring? I think it's great. I think it is absolutely stupendous. The timing of it all, though. The timing of it all. Like, I'm a little bit conflicted by this. And I will say, excuse me, I will say, here's the reason why I'm conflicted. You only got 3 weeks to the show. And you're trying to put the show together. So the optics of it is saying, I mean, it's no secret. The minute that they announced WrestlePalooza, or the minute they announced that they was going to do a pay-per-view the same day, the same time as AEW All Out, even though AEW announced All Out months prior, you know the minute they put it on the same date, same time, that this is on purpose. And then you hurried up and did a deal with ESPN. Now it's the first pay-per-view on ESPN. Now we're going to give it a whole new name. We're going to give it WrestlePalooza, which is not a new name, really. It's an ECW reference. You catch what I'm saying? Now we got to stack this card up. Because now you got Cody Rhodes and Drew McIntyre possibly. You have, which is almost a foregone conclusion, you have John Cena versus Brock Lesnar, which, like, we haven't seen that already. But the premiere, though, is CM Punk and AJ Lee. That is the premiere. Io Sky versus Stephanie Valkyrie. That is the other one. That's the other one. You catch me? So, while I'm conflicted by that, you got 3 weeks. This is like such a last minute thing, and I feel like it should have taken longer. Like, just build it up, man. Just keep building it and building it and building it. Like, you're doing it in 3 weeks. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people want AJ Lee. A lot of people want AJ Lee. When CM Punk was in AEW, a lot of people was asking, like, half jokingly was like, hey, can AJ Lee come play in AEW? You know? But then, you know, things happened a few years ago. We, no need to rehash all that. He make his return to WWE. You already know they're going to capitalize that monetarily speaking. They're going to capitalize that on that the best of their ability. And when the time is right, yes, we're going to do this. And the perfect time to do it, according to them, is the first ESPN show, WrestlePalooza, and knowing full well it's going to compete with AEW All Out in Toronto. This is where I disagree. This shit got announced early. This shit got announced a few days after Clash in Paris. Like, it was already teased at the end of Clash in Paris when Becky Lynch interfered in the match and called CM Punk the World Heavyweight title. And also when she slapped CM Punk and he like, listen, I'm going to kick your husband's ass. But also you're going to learn another lesson. You shouldn't have put your hands on me. So at that point in time, it's almost like, tease, here's the present. You're going to get that bone on top possibly on Friday Night SmackDown because you got to build this match for the next 3 weeks. So, what you should have did was not announce it. Because now you can say, hey, I got a mystery. I got a mystery partner. I got a partner. I'm going to find a partner. And then you can have him not able to find a partner because everybody that he asked to be a part of it, Becky Lynch jumped from behind, or CM Punk jumped, not CM Punk, but Seth Rollins and Becky Lynch jumped from behind. So he's unable to actually get a partner. You can even have the point where Rhea Ripley is his partner until the point of the night of, and she's unable to attend, and boom, then you hit that music and AJ Lee's there. That's how you maximize on that, because it's like the surprise element. You catch what I'm saying? The surprise element. You unveil the curtain. And you can have the look on Punk's face like, oh, my God, my wife is coming. Oh, my God. He can sell that thing. But you showed your hand too early. Because honestly and truly, WWE is like what Brian Alvarez was saying in the quote, like trying to destroy AEW or what All Out as a pay-per-view. And right now, the only thing we have right now is Christian and Cole solidified against FTR in Toronto. That's what we got right now. But considering the fact that you showed your hand early, now he can put this card together like he wants to. Now you got a special collision episode at 7, so you already got a head start on what's going on in Toronto. You're going to sell that bitch out. So that goes to the women's side. AJ Lee and CM Punk versus Becky Lynch and Seth Rollins. And 9 times out of 10, this may be a one-off. Then it might go to like a one-on-one match, you know what I'm saying, at some point down the line. Depends on how much longer AJ Lee wants to be involved with WWE or whatever they got going on. You catch what I'm saying? You got technically 3 feuds going on with women. You got Mercedes Moné and Alex Windsor. You have Toni Storm and Athena. I'm pretty sure got an axe to grind with Athena still. Athena, have an axe to grind with Toni Storm. And then you got Tekla. You got Jamie Hayter. You got Queen Aminata. You got Willow. You got Sky Blue. Yeah. I'm seeing some blood and guts. Cage match. Cage grudge match. Blood and guts. All women. The first ever blood and guts match at AEW All Out. 2 rings, 2 cages. Boom. Easy money. That's what you do. Now, at some point or another, you can say Athena versus Mercedes, but don't go ahead and blow the stack right off hand. Don't do that. On top of all that, that is when you start debuting talent, too. That is when you start debuting other women, too. That's when you start debuting maybe Camille. That's when you might debut Shayna Baszler. Maybe she be part of the Death Riders or whatever the case may be. She get herself involved in all that. That's when you make guest appearances. And man, because their ace in the hole for WWE is AJ Lee. Why do I say that? Because, again, how many times we've seen Cena versus Brock Lesnar? Ain't no different. We just know that this is Cena's retirement tour. And honestly, in low key, he kind of revealed the list that he had, and AJ Styles is one of them. And we may not see AJ Styles versus John Cena ever again. So you got that, right? Drew McIntyre and Cody, big whoop, whatever. Drew McIntyre is cool in the game. One of the best talents out there. I ain't gonna hold you. But you're trying to compare this to AEW's show. AEW's All Out show is going to already outlast WrestlePalooza. They're not going to be there until midnight. They ain't doing that shit. All Out is already going to outlast that pay-per-view. But you already showed your hand first. Why would you do that? Now TK can just, I already know what I'm going to do. I already know how I'm going to book this show. I already know who I'm going to bring. I already know what I'm going to do. And I'm going to tell you right now, a blood and guts, all women blood and guts match at All Out with the women's. Whew, man. Never been done. Gotta love that competition, though. Because imagine, their whole goal is to destroy what AEW All Out is doing. And they can't do it. Now, you know how much that's going to stick into the crawl? of the executives out there because they're doing this deliberately. So far, they haven't won this battle. So far, they haven't done this because they like AEW has been a step ahead of the game. With All In, you had it in the afternoon, not in the evening. You know, you had the rest of your day to do what you need to do. Also, you could say, you know, and to be honest with you, AEW is courteous because it's already slated for, 7 p.m., 8 p.m., or whatever the case would be. They can literally move it to the afternoon if they really want to. But why would you? Nah, we already slotted here. We ain't gonna move because you gonna say we scared because ain't nobody scared. And one of the wrestling podcasters I follow, Lyric Wrestling, shout out to Lyric Wrestling. She says nostalgia is a hell of a drug. It damn sure is. It damn sure is. Damn sure is. And that's what they're banking on. They're banking because people have been asking, begging for HLE. And they think that's going to just take everybody that's just a fan of AEW and just shoot right over to ESPN to watch the match. Because you know what's going to end up happening, though? They're probably going to, if anything, they're probably going to tune into that match, and the minute that bitch is over, go shoot right back over to All Out. That's exactly what's going to happen. That's exactly what's going to happen. That's exactly what's going to happen. And honestly and truly, now EO Sky and Stephanie Valkyrie, now that shit is going to rock. That's going to rock the house. That's going to rock the house. The women are carrying WrestlePalooza. And just as sure as the women are carrying WrestlePalooza, the women should be carrying All Out. That blood and guts match at All Out, that kill it. That kill it. All day. That kill it. And nothing to it. And I know, you're like, bet. Now that I know, now that the news is out there, that I know, if I'm Tony Khan, I'm like, oh, okay. I know how to book this shit. Don't even worry about it. Too easy. Or you say, starting at AEW All Out, I am beginning the AEW Women's Tag Team Title Tournament. Then you reveal those titles, the white straps with the gold. Man. Then you announce the tag teams that's there because most of the women are back from injury. They're just most of the women are back. Most of the women are back. You announce the tag team tournament. You do that, or you do both them bitches. You do